Have you ever wondered what a dog truly understands? Do they feel our joy, our sorrow, our loss? Today, I want to share a story that might just answer that question. It's a story about a family, a devastating fire, and a Labrador named Milo, whose actions spoke louder than any words ever could. It's a tale that reminds us that sometimes the greatest treasures aren't things we own, but the memories we hold and the love we share. Meet the Harrison family, Mark, Sarah, and their two kids, Lily and Tom. They were a typical, happy family living a quiet suburban life. Their world was filled with soccer games, backyard barbecues, and movie nights, and at the center of it all was Milo, their golden Labrador. Milo wasn't just a pet, he was the furry, four-legged heart of their home. He'd been with them since he was a clumsy pup, growing up alongside the children. He was Lily's confidant for all her secrets and Tom's tireless playmate in the yard. For Mark and Sarah, he was a constant comforting presence, a warm head resting on a lap after a long day. His gentle, soulful eyes seemed to understand everything. He was family. Their home was more than just bricks and mortar. It was a living album of their lives. Every crayon mark on the wall, every height chart etched into a door frame, every scuff on the floor told a story. The living room housed a collection of photos on the mantelpiece, snapshots of first steps, birthdays and holidays. These weren't just pictures, they were frozen moments of pure happiness, a visual timeline of their love. Milo was in most of them, a golden blur of fur and joy. He'd often lie by the fireplace, gazing up at the photos as if he too were reminiscing about those happy days. It was a place where memories were not only made but also cherished and displayed with pride. Then, one cold autumn night, the unthinkable happened. A faulty wire in the old house sparked, and within minutes their sanctuary was engulfed in flames. The shrill scream of the smoke alarm shattered their sleep. Panic set in. Mark and Sarah grabbed the kids, their only thought to get everyone out safely. In the chaos of smoke and fear, they stumbled out onto the lawn, coughing and terrified, but together they watched in helpless horror as the fire consumed their home, taking with it every single thing they owned. The life they had so carefully built was turning to ash right before their eyes. As the family huddled together on the cold grass, a new wave of panic hit Sarah. "Milo, where's Milo?" In the frantic escape, no one had seen him. They called his name, their voices cracking with desperation. But there was only the roar of the fire in response. Fear gripped their hearts. Had they lost him too? Just as they were about to lose all hope, a familiar shape emerged from the billowing smoke. It was Milo, covered in soot, his fur singed, but he was alive. He ran straight to them, and the family collapsed in a wave of relief, hugging their brave dog. In that moment of reunion, amidst the devastation, they had each other. That was all that mattered. The next day, the family returned to the ruins. The fire was out, but what was left was a heartbreaking sight. A charred skeleton of a house stood where their home once was. Everything was gone. The kids' toys, their clothes, the furniture they'd saved up for, all reduced to a blackened, unrecognizable mess. The weight of their loss was crushing. Sarah knelt down, tears streaming down her face as she sifted through the debris, finding nothing but sorrow. Lily and Tom stood silently, the reality of losing everything they'd ever known slowly sinking in. The place where they felt safest was now a scene of utter destruction. As the family stood there, overwhelmed by grief, Milo started acting strangely. He began whining softly, nudging Mark's hand with his wet nose before turning and trotting purposefully back towards the smoldering remains of the house. "Milo, come back! It's not safe!" Mark called out, but Milo ignored him. He seemed to be on a mission. The family watched, confused and anxious, as their dog carefully picked his way through the rubble, sniffing intently. He disappeared into what was once the living room, his golden tail vanishing into the blackness. What was he looking for? What could possibly be left? Minutes felt like hours. The family held their breath, praying for his safe return. And then he reappeared. Emerging from the wreckage, Milo walked slowly, deliberately, with something held gently in his mouth. He came straight to Sarah and dropped the object at her feet. It was a photograph, its edges scorched and blackened, the glass of its frame shattered. But the image itself was miraculously intact. It was their favorite family portrait, the one that had sat in the center of the mantelpiece. It was a picture from a summer vacation years ago. Everyone smiling, the sun shining, and Milo sitting proudly at their feet. Sarah picked up the half-burned photo, her hands trembling. As she stared at the smiling faces from a happier time, a profound realization washed over her and the entire family. The house was gone. The possessions were gone. But this single photograph, rescued by their loyal friend, represented everything that truly mattered. It wasn't about the walls or the roof. It was about them. The love, the laughter, the memories. Those were the things that made a home. Milo hadn't just saved a picture. He had saved a piece of their heart. He had reminded them that their family's foundation was not built on wood and nails, but on love and togetherness. In that moment, standing amidst the ruins of their past, the Harrison family began to look towards the future. Milo's simple, brave act had shifted their perspective from what they had lost to what they still had. They had each other, they had their love, and they had their faithful dog who had risked everything to bring them a symbol of hope. Cradling the precious photograph, they knew they would rebuild. Their new house would be different, but their home, the feeling of love and belonging, would be stronger than ever. All thanks to Milo, the dog who understood that the most valuable things in life aren't things at all. This story of Milo is a powerful reminder for all of us. In a world obsessed with material possessions, it's easy to forget what's truly important. Take a moment to look around you at the people and pets you love. Cherish the memories you make together, because in the end, that's the real treasure. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this moment with me. If this story touched your heart, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more stories that celebrate the incredible bond we share with our animal companions. Until next time, hold your loved ones close.